Hello community. Let me give you a short update on a model that is currently trending on HuggingFace. And I'm here Sunday morning, September the 8th, 2024. And as you see under trending the models here, we have Reflection Llama 3.170b updated 2 days ago. And we have here the card, Matt Schumer, Reflection Llama, beautiful. And of course, this is a bold statement that Reflection Llama is currently the world's top open source LLM trained with a new technique called reflection tuning. And this sounded great, but you also read that there is here an update, that there's an issue with the model that they uploaded, and if you tried it, you will not have a good result, so they will fix the issue, and this can happen, no problem at all. And I decided, okay, you see 22 hours ago, I said, hey, there's a new model, the best new open source LLM question mark, and I give you the link and I explained this to you, and this is great. And I told you, hey, this is trained on synthetic data, so the model will reason causal reasoning engine inside the thinking tags, and the model will correct its reasoning in the reflection tags. It sounded really interesting, and it is interesting, this simple methodology, and they trained this model on it. Now, September the 6th, you see here for Maxime, and he posts here on this platform, he says, super cool, but I have a lot of questions, so for him, reflection equals chain of thought on steroids. I said, okay, maybe we cannot compare here apple to apple, and if you don't pause the output and change the system prompt, the model gets the exact same score as the vanilla Llama 3.170b instruct. So there are questions, and this is normal because whenever you publish something new, people are asking, and especially if you say, hey, I'm excited to announce your Reflection 70b, the world's top open source model. Now, you see here September 7, 2026, here at 6:35 p.m. Now this happened. We have here a post by Artificial Analysis, and they have some independent evaluation results. And they say, hey, we have been unable to replicate the evaluation results claimed in our independent testing, and we are seeing worse performance than Meta's vanilla Llama 3.170b, not better. And they have here the evaluation, and beautiful. Now, you have to understand that now some problem happened now, because on their homepage here on HuggingFace, the model is still online. And they posted here just hours later that according here to the team that provided here the training data, Glaive, and please remember this name, we will talk about this in a minute, the model was incorrectly uploaded to HuggingFace. So please understand at the very moment that I record this video, the model that you have on HuggingFace is if you want, an incorrect model. And they say, hey, we plan to rerun our independent evaluation after the improved model is re-uploaded currently. So we just have to wait. And this was the evening of September the 7th. Of course, now there are other people that said, hey, great, so HuggingFace, but you know, I have used here the Ollama weights. And then Matt comes back here and says, hey, those are broken as well, given they were built here from the HuggingFace repo. So yeah, unfortunately. So I would assume that for the moment, we simply have to wait for an update on this. And here we have now the update, and now we are September 8th. This is 1 a.m., wherever this is and what time zone. But for me, recording, this is the latest message here by Matt, and it says, quick update. We re-uploaded here the weights. I think he means on the HuggingFace, but there is still an issue. So he says, okay, we just started training over again. So he starts now the complete training process, the pre-training process, or maybe the fine-tuning process here, the reflection tuning process of this Llama model all over again. And he says, hey, sorry about this. Yeah, I'm trying to treat water. Great. So we understand the model, September 8th, is now simply run again, trained again, and we will simply have to wait. Of course, here on this platform, there are questions here. Why would you need to retrain? And Matt tells us we shouldn't need, but we've tried literally everything. And no matter what we do, there is an issue in the model on HuggingFace. And it is nowhere close to the performance we should see or are seeing on our local machines. So, okay, there is an issue. Issue can happen. No problem at all. And then I found here in the list here that another user said, hey, you need to disclose that you invested here in Glaive AI, you know? Those are the, if you want, those people, I don't know if it's company, I have no idea about this. They provided you the services and you were a part owner. Now, I have to say, it is not unheard of that in a close scientific AI community, that if you have a startup and that you think that this startup is providing good services and they are asking you for funding, you know, sometimes you just want to help startups and you try to invest or whatever. So all the haters out there, calm down. Yes, okay, great. Never mind. And then I found here this. And this here is a post, and this is the reason why I do this video. And here Emily tells us, hey, can everyone stop hating on Matthew, please? He's the smartest person I know. Yes, I'm biased as his girlfriend. However, he launched this 2 days ago in the middle of trying to make my birthday, which was yesterday, a great day for me, and then ended up getting ill. He dropped. So I decided, okay, this is a human being. And it seems that I simply have to wait 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it takes, that this person gets healthy again, that this person has enough time to correct whatever is happening. Things can happen. Things cannot work out perfectly on the first run. I will come back in multiple weeks' time, and I hope Matthew recovered. He's perfect. And we have maybe a new model, and I'm looking forward that in some weeks we will have a new model available for us. And I hope this ends now the discussion and understand there's a human on the other side. And even if some people leave comments on my channel, I will not tolerate any hate comments. Great. But now that you are here on this channel, you know, I want to show you something that happened, because on September 5th, there is a new publication here on Chain of Thought. And remember, this is something that Maxime told that, hey, this is Chain of Thought on steroids. And now they have here a further evolvement, a strategic chain of thought, brand new for me, and I think really interesting Huawei technology and 3 other universities. Now, if you compare this here to a simple chain of thought enhancement or a voting-based chain of thought enhancement or a RAG-based additional information brought in from live data chain of thought enhancement, their idea is really simple but beautiful. They have a strategic chain of thought. And you might ask, hey, what they understand now? What is the new part here in this strategic? And I ask here ChatGPT for Omni, hey, traditional chain of thought example, list all integers between -26 and 23. Then pair the terms, continue the process till all terms are paired, multiply the number of pairs by -2, add the middle number, and the final answer is -48. So this is what GPT-4 Omni, so not a bad model at all, with a traditional chain of thought example, gives me today real life. So you see, at first I noticed that between -26 and 23, either you start with -25 and you go to 22, but here, my little AI decides to start at -25, but include 23. So, interesting. Chain of thought did not take care about this little mistake, but never mind. And then I just taught ChatGPT-4.0 here this idea of a strategic chain of thought in very simple words. And here we have the result. Now the strategic chain of thought example. same thing, but now we have an idea how to calculate this. And you're not going to believe it, the idea or the strategy here is simply we know mathematics. So we know if you want to sum up something, there is an arithmetic series formula that we can use. And ChatGPT, of course, it knows it. I have not given ChatGPT 4 Omni this formula. And says now, okay, first term is minus 25. Okay, at least consistent. And the last term is 23. Okay, yeah, beautiful. And then, yes, applies now the strategy, the mathematical insight that to solve this task, I can use a mathematical formula that has been proven for hundreds and thousands and 10,000 of years in mathematics. And that is the reason why everybody should study a little bit of science in their life. But the result is minus 49. You remember here the result was minus 48. So which is now correct? What do you think? What happened? Why is this different? So you see, it gets interesting at this point. And I said, hey, continue pairing symmetrical all the way until you get to the middle. And starts, okay, I'm summing up here minus 25 to 23. And we attempt to pair them symmetrically. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And do you know what happened here? They said, and then they paired it. And then at the middle number, which is 0, and we have this. Now you understand exactly, because if you do this and if you force GPT-4 Omni to list each and every pairing, you know, you come down then here to the last pair, 24th one, minus 2 plus 0 is this. And you understand we have one number unpaired left, minus 1. But ChatGPT in the normal chain of sort reasoning was not able to understand this. So today in your ChatGPT 4 Omni, this is the mistake a chain of sort augmentation makes. Now it understood here that if we have a mathematical formula, a new strategic chain of sort, there's a problem. And now it understood after I forced it to print it out. And they said, hey, we have a minus 1 left. So it's not that the 0 is left, but the minus 1 is left. So minus 48 plus minus 1. And then we even get here with the classical chain of sort, the identical result here to our strategic chain of sort example. Isn't this beautiful? So chain of sort in some topics is not giving you the correct result, and you can improve this simply by using here or ask ChatGPT-4 Omni politely to do a strategic chain of sort. Very nice. Have a read at this documentation. And I just want to show you here the 3 examples that the authors of the study give us. You have a math question, you have the classical chain of sort answer, and then you have the improved strategic chain of sort answer for another question and for another question. And you see, if you find the right mathematical formula for a specific topic, or if you find the right numerical, mathematical, or computer simulation for a particular topic, or if you find the right logical framework for a particular topic, it makes it so much easier, and as you see in this example, it can improve your results. But improve your results, we need to see the original benchmark data, and there you have it. For Llama 3.8b, a Mistral, Cuban, a Llama 3.18b, a Llama 3.170b, yeah, this is also the model here that Matt uses, and you see in the second line, and I colored this here in a little bit of a yellow, you see the improvement against the chain of sort 0 shot. So you decide if you want to take up this idea. I implemented it in a little bit more complex multi-agent scenario, and yeah, the results are promising, but I need to do more testing. Now, I know some of you say, hey, are there templates? Yes, of course, you can use this right now, and they provide here you with a 0-shot strategic chain of sort template. Figure 13 if you want. So this is a strategic chain of sort in physical reasoning. And I said, yeah, theoretical physics. Yeah, finally, great. But of course, if you want to improve in your knowledge domain for a particular task, even further, you go, for example, now to a one-shot or a multi-shot strategic chain of thought template. And here you have one, of course, the role here, a highly skilled mathematician and algorithm expert. You see, this is your template. You can use whatever LLM or vision language model you have and try it out. Tell me, does it help you in your domain that you are working with, that is your area of expertise? Does this strategic chain of thought implementation help you in your daily work? Does it provide better results? Because you can work with the same model, Llama 3.5 70B, for example, but it will be interesting to see if even smaller models, like an 8 billion model, that has not such a strategic capacity in causal augmentation, will benefit from this. So, hey, I'm looking forward for your comments if you try this template out, and maybe you can improve your performance of your work. I say thank you, and I hope to see you in my next video.